Greeting friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting Group is a multinational headquartered group based out India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. More importantly, we do have our offices in three parts of the globe, and we are 100% cash rich group, unlike Ola, Uber, Byju's, Zomato, Swiggy, Paytm, Lenskart, those who are heavily funded by the venture capitalist firm, and still they are in losses. In fact, losses since inception. Our all entities are in profit. We are 100% cash rich group. We hold our own proprietary hedge fund, our proprietary platform, and more importantly, we are having our own learnings arm, which is Sheetal Academy. We have you know, our OTT platform over the top, and many more products. In case you wish to have information, you can WhatsApp on my personal number, which is +91 9899242978. Alternatively, you can WhatsApp on our back office, which is +91 9818485155. Today, I would like to cover a very important topic. And once again, this topic pertains to the Indian banks and the funding by the Indian banks. Yesterday, I shot a video that how few selected Indian banks, although I'm very surprised that who funded SREI Group to the tune of 35,000 crores, because in the newspaper we got only four names, which is Indian Bank, Canara Bank, ICICI Bank, and Axis Bank. And if I add the total of four, I end up around 4,800 crores out of 35,000 crores of funding. Now, which precisely means another 30,000 crore who funded, we really do not know. And we also knew that in the last 8 years, according to the public information and the various data available on Google, around 10 lakh 82,000 crores, am I correct? 10 lakh 82,000 crore worth of non-performing assets are being phased out by the Indian banks. I don't know who gives them the approval or phasing out the non-performing asset, because after all it's a taxpayer money, and the phasing out ends up having huge inflation, the decrease in the interest rate, and there are many negative repercussions we are having for banks and also for the country. Anyways, no one wanted to discuss about that except us. But now we are getting a news that, in fact, I made a short video also in this topic. We are getting a news that Ola, in fact, Bank of Baroda, is giving around 100 million US dollars, which is around 740 crores, you can say. So according to a very latest article, like I said, we already made a video in that regard. According to an article dated 13th July 2021, Ola is raising 100 million US dollars, which means around 740 crores, from a state-run bank, Bank of Baroda, to partly finance the first phase of construction of what? India's largest ride-hailing platform. It is wrong in the article. India largest ride-hailing platforms in losses since inception. I repeat, India largest ride-hailing platform in losses and since inception, bracket open, except Newton, Einstein, Steve Jobs, Galileo, except these scientists and the great computer expert Mr. Steve Jobs, Apple founder, no one can explain the billion-dollar valuation of Ola. Oh, this is the right definition. I repeat, Ola is raising 100 million from state-run Bank of Baroda to partly finance its construction of what India's largest ride-hailing bracket open loss-making since inception bracket close claims will be the world largest electric two-wheeler factory. The funds are being raised as a long-term loan by Ola Electric Mobility Private Limited and the electric vehicle arm of Bangalore-based plant company. The plant is being built in Tamil Nadu, Krishnagiri district and will have initial capacity of 2 million electric vehicles. We all know that electric vehicles is a necessity. There is no doubt about that. The climate is changing. In fact, the scientists across the globe started talking about a many dangerous thing about the climate. But that's a separate thing that we really do not wanted to discuss about these things. But we all knew that a company who started as a ride hailing platform, and since inception they never touched profit, rather every year they are reporting losses. So I wanted to raise few pertinent questions in this video. Number one, there is hardly any Indian bank, whether it is a public sector bank, whether it is a private sector bank, or whether it is a foreign bank in India, JP Morgan Chase and all, who do not have a non-performing asset in their books. But foreign banks non-performing asset are very small, because if they lent money, they lent using complete due diligence. They don't have any kind of political pressures, and more importantly they are accountable to their parents. So they have hardly NPA, almost zero you can say. Followed by the private sector bank, we all see what had happened with Yes Bank. In case of Yes Bank, 40,000 crores, 40,000 crores worth of non-performing asset in the books. Now, the most honest big four of the universe, Einstein and Young, is acting as an advisor as far as the setting up of asset reconstruction company is concerned. The most honest big four of the universe. When it comes to the public sector banks, the situation is worst. And like I told you that in the last 10 years, around 10 lakh 82,000 crores is being phased out. Anyone is going to take the accountability of this, you please forget that. To make this as a concrete point, I went to Reuters and took the numbers of Bank of Baroda, because you know that Treasury Consulting always speaks with number. We never speaks without number. So we always speaks with number. What I did is that, like every video which I made, I need to spare around 2 to 3 hours in collating the numbers. In 2017, they are having a debt of 33,442 crores. In 2018, their debt level grew to around 66,900 crores, which means double. In 2019, their debt is 70,800 crores. In 2020, their debt is 97,000, around 98,000 crores. In 2021, their debt is 74,000 crore, which means in the last 4 years, 2017 to 2021, this is what 2017 to 2021, their debt is more than double, which means in 2017 they were having a debt of 33,000 crores, and by 2021 their debt is 74,000 crore, which means the debt is more than double in the last 4 years, irrespective of the fact that they are giving funding to a company which is Ola, who never be in the profit. Before I take further numbers into the picture, it raises the biggest question. Is it the start of the public sector banks lending to the so-called unicorns? Because unicorns, I don't know, you are aware about this word or not. Unicorns are like I would say they are like crocodile. So it is said about crocodile that even you give food after half an hour to the crocodile, he never say that I am done. Crocodile is an animal who take an enormous food. He never say that I am done. A crocodile is that kind of animal. So these unicorns are like crocodile. They, since inception, according to a public source, Ola raised around $4.6 billion. Where these $4.6 billion went, we all know majority of these are in losses. And don't expect anything better as far as the COVID is concerned. We know what is happening in United States, Australia, Taiwan, and multiple countries of the globe. In fact, today, as we speak, on 15th September 2021, there is a fresh warning issued in United States that COVID end up as a endemic in United States very soon. And you would be surprised to know that as we speak on 15th September, more than 1800 people are losing lives every day, with 1.75 lakh cases on a daily basis. And many hospitals of United States have started rationing. Now, what is medical rationing? It means that you cannot handle all the patient. You will handle the patient who is more serious. This is the condition of United States. So the moral of the story is that Ola and Uber are in a business where they cannot sustain. Now let me show you something, a very important thing, the live figures of Uber. So I just went to my platform, and here I touch upon the live figures of Uber. Guys, check this out. In 2016, Uber reported 0.37 billion, which is 370 million worth of loss. In 2017, they reported 4 billion of loss. In 2018, they reported 1 billion of profit. In 2019, 8.5 billion loss. In 2020, 6.8 billion loss. This is Uber, right? Now I go to the balance sheet of the Uber, and I will show you on a live basis that how much is the debt we have in the books of Uber. You would be surprised to know that in 2017, the total debt in the books of Uber is around 3.5 billion. In 2018, it is 7.5 billion. In 2019, it is 6.2 billion. And by the time 2020 came, it is 8.2 billion. It means from 2017 to 2020, 3 years, in 3 years, Uber debt grew by more than 100%. In fact, 150% to be precisely. So I don't have any hopes from Ola. Ola is not listed anywhere in the world, else I would have give you the number of Ola also. The problem is these companies hide their numbers. A majority of the numbers never comes in public domain. Since Uber is listed, so we have all numbers of the Uber in the public domain. I have the debt number, I have the losses and everything. My question, if public sector concerns, are public sector concerns authorized to give money to these crocodiles to whom even you feed after every half an hour, they are still hungry? Whether this is Byju's, this is Ola, this is Uber, this is Swiggy, this is Zomato, this is Lenskart, this is Paytm, this is Delivery, you give them any funding. I am telling you, even if you give $100 billion of funding to Ola, $100 billion, they still look for more funding. And guys, what do you think? Do you think that electric vehicle is not a gestation business? Do you think that the India will adopt to electric vehicle easily? Do you know that in next 5 years, Ola to prepare or spend $2 billion to create infrastructure for electric scooters? From where this 2 billion will come? The company who never be in the profit in the ride hailing business, do you think that this company would be in the profit in electric scooters? So the public sector banks, those who are already in huge debt, like I told you, in 2017, the debt of Bank of Baroda was 33,442 crores. By 2021, the same debt grew to 74,000 crores. Right? The public sector concern, those who are in huge debt, do you think that they are authorized to lend the taxpayer money? It's a taxpayer money from where they are getting $100 million, either in the form of debt or in the form of deposit. There is no other source. Let's check the loans guide. I went to the balance sheet on the asset side and checked the loans. You would be surprised to know that in 2017, they have 3,36,000 crores worth of loans they sanctioned. In 2018, it grew to 3,88,000 crores. In 2019, 4,52,000 crores. In 2020, 6,66,000 crores. By 2021, it is 6,93,000 crores. So you would be surprised to know that from 2017 till 2021, which means precisely 4 years, the loans which Bank of Baroda gave is more than double. So the debt is more than double, the loan is more than double. You know the non-performing asset of Bank of Baroda. I don't think I need to explain the non-performing assets of Bank of Baroda or the asset quality of Bank of Baroda. Then I went to the very important thing which we see in the banks, which is called cash flow from investing. Now, cash flow from investing means that the banks are getting the deposits. You know, they give these deposits to their customers and they make out money, or whatever surplus they end up, including SLR, because CRR don't give any interest, we know. Whatever surplus they end up, they invest in SLR and they get some money. In 2017, cash flow from investing minus 550 crores minus. In 2018, minus 413 crores. In 2019, minus 2,537 crores. In 2020, minus 140 crores. In 2021, minus 472 crores. Balance sheet debt doubled. Balance sheet loans doubled. Cash flow from investing negative. What are the considerations? Let it be honest. What are the considerations Bank of Baroda is having on the table, which is pushing Bank of Baroda to lend to Ola? Maybe this is the beginning of a new thing in India. And the beginning is tomorrow SBI will lend to Delivery, Punjab National Bank will lend to Uber, Indian Bank will lend to Swiggy, maybe I would say another Canara Bank will lend to Zomato. This is the beginning. I have no problem you lend money to anyone, but I have a problem. How come you are allowed to lend to a company who was not in profit since inception, and more importantly, you are giving funding to a project who is yet to start? That's the more important thing. And you are expecting that once this project will start, they will start accumulating the money. What the hell is that? The business they are into, they not earn money till now. Uber, I have just shown you on a live basis, and bank is thinking that they would be making the money on electric scooter as soon as they would be launching the electric scooters. There won't be any competition from electric scooters. Hero MotoCorp do not launch, Bajaj do not launch. No other company in India will launch electric scooters except Ola. India is having the infrastructure of electric scooters. Everything is there. Now, these things are very clear and upfront. And these things are that there is something going in the system where no rules, no regulation, no compliance, nothing. But when, a small person, a medium family person, or a novice person do anything, then everybody come in the picture and start scrutinizing him. That is the biggest problem of the life. And I'm sure that this is the beginning, because tomorrow you may get a news that SBI lent to this Zomato, somebody lent to Swiggy, somebody lent to Flipkart, because they are like crocodiles. You feed them after half an hour and they say that, guys, I'm not done, you give me more. That is the basic problem. And this is going to get happen. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting Group. You know my personal number, +91 9899 242 978. But before I quit the video, just put a hand on your heart and think, a bank whose debt doubled in 4 years, a bank whose loan book more than double in 4 years, the bank who is sitting on non-performing assets, the bank whose cash flow from investing is negative consistently from the last 5 years. Do you think, keeping all this as a backdrop, this bank is even think of lending to Ola? Please think yourself. Have a great time ahead. Thank you. This is the video which is dedicated to the Treasury Consulting Group. And to be very honest, we are keeping this video now onwards at the end of every YouTube video. And all the courses by Sheetal Academy and Treasury Consulting Group. There are many questions people generally raised about Treasury Consulting, the products, the services, and we reply these questions on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and variety of forums. But the quantity of questions, the queries are continuously increasing. Henceforth, we decided to make a video. Of course, this is not the only video which we are making. Rather, over the period of the time, we would continue to upgrade this video, to be precise. First of all, Treasury Consulting Group is a multinational headquartered group. We are based out India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. As we speak, company is around 5 years plus old, and more importantly, we are 100% cash rich company. Unlike the so-called unicorns, without quoting the name, and even if I quote the name, it's a fact that they never touch the profit. The company is in profits from inception. So since inception, the company is in profit. So we are a 100% cash rich group, 0% venture capitalist, and 0% debt. More importantly, our legal entities invest our free cash with mutual funds and international banks across the globe. We are a client to almost top 10 mutual funds in India, and that is the reason we do have holistic information about the mutual fund industry in India. That's a separate thing, that majority of the information never comes in public domain. Even if a fraction of the information comes in public domain, this fraction of information come for one day and then how it happens. So as we speak, we do have 3 legal entities: India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. More importantly, we are a cash rich group, and we are having 0%, which means not a single cent invested by any venture capitalist or private equity firm. The company has not taken debt from any bank, financial institution, or hedge fund. So we are a zero debt company. That is something which we need to understand very holistically. The following are the products and services we do have about Treasury Consulting. The more detail is coming at the as the video progress. We have our own proprietary hedge fund. Many people in the world do not understand the meaning of proprietary. The proprietary means no party outside Treasury Consulting can invest in our hedge fund, which means that we trade with our own money. We are not accepting anybody's money. Even if you give us any amount of money, any proposal on the table, it is completely rejectable. So proprietary is a word which is often used in United States and Europe, but unfortunately this is least used in India. The proprietary means people trade their own money. They do not trade somebody's money. Even if tomorrow, after listening this video, you come to us and say that I give you $1 million to trade my money, I will say thank you very much. We are literally not interested. We hold our own proprietary fund, and that fund would continue to be proprietary, which means that the outside participation would continue to be zero forever. We includes our this fund includes the equities desk, the commodities desk. We have our virtual comics platform. More importantly, we have our OTT Academy. OTT stands at over the top, just like we are having Amazon Prime, we are having Netflix, Disney. There are so many, OTT platform we have worldwide. Our OTT platforms is not as big because they started 6 months ago, but thankfully we are having handful of customers and they are growing. In our OTT platform, we are creating video and uploading at the back end of our platform. People with authorized login ID and password can see these videos. Apart from that, no one else is authorized to see these videos. As the video progresses, you will get to know that as we are having around 13 plus, which is 1 3, 13 plus different series as far as the OTT platform is concerned. As we speak, August 2021, it is 13 plus and we are continuously adding more series. Our idea is very clear. We will reach to 35 or probably 40 series in another 1.5 years of time. We are having our learning arm, which is Sheetal Academy. The details of the Sheetal Academy is given at the end of the video. We have our own family office desk. Rather, very soon, our hedge fund would be a part of our family office. We have our own pension fund desk in terms of consulting. And there are 62 plus different platforms which are listed on our fixed income platform, which is www.fixedincome.global. So as we speak, we have our proprietary hedge fund, we have our equities desk, we have our commodities desk, we have our virtual comics platform, our OTT Academy, our penny stock desk, Sheetal Academy, family office, pension fund, and variety of such platforms. TNFX Academy, which is our OTT platform, over the top platform. This platform is having 13 plus series. Now, few I mentioned, basic series, moderate series, advanced series, valuation series, treasury series, wealth management platform. Wealth management platform is actually integrated with TRFX Academy and would continue to be integrated because of course we would be investing heavily in the wealth management platform. When we speak about wealth management platform, we speak about the learnings. We are not talking about the trading. There is a difference. It's a trading platform. Remember this. We have 13 plus different series, like few are basic series, moderate series, valuation series, advanced series, treasury series, research and analysis series, and we have variety of such series. So please do remember that. As we speak, we have around 180 plus videos live. Every week we shot 10 videos. So every month we are adding around 40 to 50 videos, and we keep adding more and more videos as the time would come. The target is very clear that we would be having more than 2000 plus videos probably in another 2 years of time, which means a dedicated private platform for learnings. So what is the wealth management platform? A wealth management platform is designed to cover all asset classes of the globe. The asset classes includes the fixed income, currencies, commodities, credit derivatives, structured derivatives, and many more. So I repeat, a wealth management platform is designed to cover all asset classes of the globe. Wealth management platform is also designed to cover continent-wise topic. Continents are United States, Europe, AXI, Asia excluding India. We have excluded India because the financial markets in India are very, very shallow. Very shallow. Like if you speak MTN, medium term notes, if you speak about any exotic derivatives, nowhere people are taking this. In fact, you know that I worked as a corporate treasurer. Even today, 99% of the treasury function in India are working as a cost center. Hardly 1% are working as a profit center. Hardly 1%, to be honest. So the continent wise include United States, Asia excluding India, Asia excluding Japan, India and Japan, global financial centers like Singapore, Dubai, Hong Kong, Luxembourg, Switzerland, and respective, and of course Latin America. We are creating a wealth management platform which would be covering everything. Example, CDS, credit derivatives. India is not a market of credit derivatives. Reserve Bank of India on paper allowing credit derivatives, but neither we have buyer nor we have sellers of credit derivative. So on paper you have credit derivative, but practically you don't have the credit derivative in place. Henceforth, we really need to understand that if we wanted to talk about credit derivative, the only markets are US, Europe, or Singapore. India was not a market, is not a market, and would continue to be, because we are doing nothing substantial to create a credit derivative market in India. That's the reason, even after a lot of frauds which are happening, banks are just writing off the money from their books. Simply writing off the money from their books. Had it been the credit derivative, banks would be able to get their money back. But once again, if you talk about this issue, people don't understand because they are not interested to have this. Anyways, a wealth management platform designed to cover all asset classes of the globe. And very soon, this wealth management platform would link with our fixed income platform, which is www.fixedincome.global. And of course, we would be adding crypto as well. That is most important. We are planning around 1000 plus wealth management videos by December 2022, which would be covering continents like United States, Europe, Japanese market, Asian markets, global financial centers, Latin America, the tax havens like Bermuda, BVI, Caribbean and respective, and structured finance, my favorite. 1000 plus videos would be covering almost everything as far as the wealth management is concerned. We would be covering a very simplistic and the plain vanilla topic. At the same time, we would be covering the exotic topic also. So basically, our wealth management platform is for the people, those who are having zero knowledge, and it is also for the people, those who are having advanced knowledge. Please understand that. It is not designed for the people, those who only have basic knowledge, or the people who wanted to have exotic knowledge. People with the basic, moderate, or advanced, they all can participate. This is our TRFX Academy, a screenshot taken from our fixed income platform. This TRFX Academy is our OTT platform, which is over the top platform. And in this TRFX Academy, we are of course interlinking the wealth management platform also. I promise you, probably in another 1 to 2 years of time, we would be adding a lot of content in our wealth management platform and of course our TRFX Academy. Only people with the login ID and the password can enter into this platform, and of course on a weekly basis we are trying to have at least around 10 plus videos, so that we would be able to reach to the target as far as the December 2022 is concerned. And we are committed to it, sir, to be honest. Treasury Consulting Group having own learnings platform, which is known as Sheetal Academy. As we speak, Sheetal Academy is covering around 13 plus schools. Few are mentioned here. The World of Options, Option Worlds, School of Nifty and Bank Nifty, School of Investment Banking, School of Venture Capitalist and Private Equity, School of Commodities, School of Accounting, School of Foreign Exchange, School of Treasury and Risk Management, School of Forensics, and more schools are coming. Before I change the slide, the purpose of Sheetal Academy is to create a learning platform which link with Thomson Reuters and Bloomberg. We know that we have many learning academies worldwide, and I challenge all learning academy how many of them are actually linked with Reuters and Bloomberg. I often share Reuters and Bloomberg screenshots on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter. Hardly I see, in fact, limited people in the world are sharing the Reuters and the Bloomberg platform screenshots, because the question is it requires a very deep and dense knowledge. Once you are sharing the screenshots, people generally ask questions from you, and you should have a knowledge to reply. That is more important thing. Very soon we have more schools coming. So as we speak, we are having Option World, Nifty, Bank Nifty, School of Investment Banking, School of Venture Capitalist and Private Equity, School of Commodities, School of Accounting, School of Foreign Exchange, School of Treasury and Risk Management, School of Forensics. The other schools are School of Trade Finance, School of Regulatory, School of Treasury Technologies, Functional Training. We have functional trainings, forensic trainings, information technology trainings, regulatory trainings, and technological trainings. As we speak, around 200 plus trainings are listed. More trainings are coming over the period of the time. All these trainings and everything are integrated with our fixed income platform. You visit our fixed income platform and you would be able to get all trainings and all information here. Apart from that, we provided you the WhatsApp number. You just WhatsApp if you have any query, and in most of the cases we reply if we feel that the query is genuine. So the Sheetal Academy is a platform whose job is to provide practical and industry oriented knowledge. Of course, we link with Thomson Reuters, Bloomberg TV, and many international magazines, international books, and so on and so forth to provide you as practical training. You visit our YouTube channel. In fact, the video you just listened, you can compare this video with any other YouTube channel and rest you know. Apart from that, we just launched our TCG Video World. What is that? We have people, those who working day night in their respective jobs. Some are engineers, some are finance people and all. They don't have time to attend the regular one-to-one trainings. I agree that they need video trainings, like the content shot in the video delivered to them, and as and when they get time, they listen to it. We launched our TCG Video World, Treasury Consulting Group Video World. In this video world, we have decided to have 100 plus topics, 5 already done as we speak. As we speak, 5 video trainings are live, pay and get. The only time need is the time to upload on Telegram groups. Every training at least 1 hour or 2 hours. It is a video training, so it is not a one-to-one training. Videos are recorded, you get the videos, recorded videos. Videos to be upload in the Telegram groups, because Telegram gives you the privilege to upload 2 GB of video. Whenever we feel that the video length is big, we request people to share their Gmail IDs. They can create their fresh Gmail ID and we upload the video in their Gmail ID. Which so that because Telegram as we speak is giving a privilege of only 10 GB, 2 GB. This TCG Video Worlds covering advanced trainings, moderate trainings, and basic trainings. So basic trainings, advanced trainings, moderate trainings. Please note my next word carefully. All basic trainings would be 2000, which means you choose any topic of basic, you get at 2000. Moderate and advanced training pricing depend upon content to content. So I repeat, TCG Video World is a platform when you have 100 plus topic, 5 already live, 2 hours video training. It's a video training
to be uploaded in the Telegram group. If we need more space, we request for Gmail ID. Advanced trainings, moderate trainings, and basic trainings. Please do remember this. And this is live. This platform is well integrated with our fixed income platform, www.fixedincome.global. So this is well integrated with our fixed income platform. This is a glimpse of our hedge fund desk. Like I made myself very clear upfrontly that no third party in the whole world can enter in this platform, which means that we do not trade somebody's money. We only trade our own money. So no third party can enter in our platform. This is only for ours. But this platform covers equity desk. This platform covers scalping group. This platform covers commodities desk, comics platform, penny stock desk, silver scalping fund which we just started, and more importantly the Asian desk where we're covering Singapore and all, and the digital gold. More product we would be launching in this hedge fund, but I will again repeat, no third party except Treasury Consulting can enter in this fund. This is not for outsiders. This is our prop hedge fund, which is completely designed for the organization, by the organization. No third party is allowed. And we are very limited companies in the world, those who are running the profitable hedge fund. Our income and everything is really good, but we do not trade somebody's money. These are our credentials. You know my handheld number 9899242978. These are our WhatsApp numbers, our platform www.fixedincome.global, email ID rahul.magan@treasuryconsulting.in or info@treasuryconsulting.in. I assure you, probably in another 1 year of time, we would have more than 100 plus different platforms across the globe. Company would continue to be cash rich. We never allow any venture capitalist to enter in our company because we know the side effects of that, and we continue to add lots of products and services. In case you wish to have any information, these are all the credentials. Thank you guys and have a great time ahead.